Welcome to Johnny's World.
Hi, welcome back to Johnny's World. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. This is my beautiful pomegranate tree, and look how much flowers there are. It's just flowers everywhere. Now, I don't know if anyone has ever tried growing a pomegranate tree from a cutting. I have, and I've experimented this for the past 3-4 years, trying to figure out what the best way to grow a pomegranate tree from a cutting. And I think I found it. So this year I had really great results, and I'll show you what I did. But before I do, I want to take a cutting. So something like, what's the best diameter? Well, for me, I usually like a cutting or a branch that's about the pencil size, pencil diameter. For me, that seems like it works pretty well. So I'm going to take a cutting here. As you can see, I have a lot of flowers and fruit growing. Look at that, beautiful. Fruit are forming everywhere on this tree. Just flowers everywhere. So I'm going to take a cutting and I will show you what I did. So basically, something like this is a pretty good size, I think. So I'm going to cut it. And I'll show you what I did and how I found success. Now I just cut this branch off this tree, and I like to cut the branch on the bottom kind of diagonally instead of straight, because it just gives the most surface space for roots to form. And now I'm going to take all these leaves out and these side branches, and then I'll show you what I did to make this into a pomegranate tree. Now here is the pomegranate branch I did cut it diagonally in the bottom, just cut it straight on top. And what I did is first I put this branch in a greenhouse effect. So get a jar like this. This is we bought raw honey, so that's the jar the raw honey came in. So I just put fresh water and put this branch in there and just close it, and this creates a greenhouse effect. So when I first tried this, it did work. It did, after a little while, it did root, and then I put it immediately in soil. And then a lot of times, once you take it out of the element after it's been in the greenhouse effect and you put it in soil, it just dies. It just burns up and dies. So what I did this time is, after it roots, I put it into something like this, and I placed this in the windowsill in my house. And look at that. Look at all these cuttings that just did thrive so well. Look at all that roots forming. Like all these branches, just survived and did so well by just putting in the windowsill, because you protect it from the elements, so it doesn't go straight out to outdoors in a soil like this. But by putting it like after this roots, then putting into some water, just in your windowsill like an avocado seed, and it's still open, but it has the protection of the windowsill. Kind of has somewhat of a better growing environment than just being straight outdoors. And it starts rooting like this, and then after it roots for a while, then that's the intermediate step that I just did for the first time this year. Then I put into soil, and look at this. There's even fruit growing on this little cutting I did. So that's like the most success I've ever had growing pomegranate trees, is first take a cutting, put it in water, And yeah, put into some partial shade where it gets partial sun, partial shade area. Leave it out there until the roots start forming. After the roots start forming, put in some water and put in under the windowsill in your house. And after it starts rooting a lot, like this, look at that. Then at that point, I put in soil, and it seems like it does really well. So this intermediate step I did for the first time this year seemed like it was a game changer. So yeah, 3 easy steps. Get a pomegranate tree, take a branch, cut it diagonally, take all the leaves out, put it into a jar like this with water, put an area that gets partial sun, partial shade. It stays in there until it roots. After it starts rooting, change it to the intermediate step, put in some water under the windowsill, and let it root even more. You know, under the windowsill it gets sun. It's very happy there. The roots start growing quite well. It's not under the harsh elements of outdoors. And then after that, put into soil. And look at this. This cutting I did. I did this cutting the same time I did these cuttings. I just put this in soil, and I did that a few days ago, and it's thriving in soil right now, and it has a little fruit right there. Crazy. But anyways, that's my way of growing. That's, in my opinion, at least for me, the best way to grow a pomegranate tree from a cutting. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, if you like this channel, please press the like and subscribe. Thank you, everyone. Have a great one.